What's up, everybody? Coming to you live here from the campsite. Here's the little river canyon that's literally right next to camp right there. And then I've got Sierra just chilling over there by the truck. And she's hanging out. So, yeah, I was kind of worried because it looks like there's a storm coming in. I didn't know if we'd be able to get this going before it hits. If you can see over in this area, there's something blowing in. So I don't know if it gets bad. I cleaned out the truck topper. We could go in there and hang out. But for right now, it's pretty nice out. This is like one of the first days that we've had where there's not any wind. It's just been crazy. So what's up, Doug, from there to Adirondacks, Atlanta? What's up, Elizabeth? How you doing? Matt, Ray, Nathaniel, Josh, Vivian. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I've been at this campsite now for a week, and I'm getting ready to roll out tomorrow. And I think I'm going to go north. I'm probably going to go to Ridgeway, Colorado. I've got two big announcements, actually. One is that I'm going to start collaborating with Nomadic, the refrigerator company. I got in touch with them the other day and was just like, hey, this is what I do. You know, I use one of your fridges, but you got a new line coming out. I'd love to do a review on it. So they're going to send me one of those, and we're going to start working together on some marketing stuff. And then the other thing, which I've been working on since I've been at this site, is actually that channel, Exploring Alternatives. I don't know if y'all check out that YouTube channel. You got somebody coming down? Oh, no, I guess not. But the Exploring Alternatives YouTube channel, they contacted me, and Danielle and Matt are the two that that have that channel, and they're going to feature me on their channel here pretty soon. So we're going to do part of it about the winter camping and part of it about the trek camping. So it's going to be pretty awesome in that regard. So I'm pretty stoked. But yeah, let me take you on a tour real quick. I want to show you around camp because this place is pretty killer. So let me grab. I'm using the better. I'm using the Logitech dash cam because the one that's built into the MacBook is only 720 and this is 1080. So here's here's the river canyon. So like, you know, you're coming down the trail here. Here's the 4x4 trail that you come down, and it's pretty narrow. But I came down the trail and I'm like driving up here, and I was like, oh, this looks pretty dope. And then you get right up to the edge, and you're just like, oh man, this is crazy. So it goes over the edge, pretty steep, and then it just drops way off. So there's that, and then there's a really great area to camp over here. I didn't set up in the spot just because I wanted to be in a little bit more sun and take advantage of the solar. What's up, Sierra? You want to go with us? Come on, you want to go on a walk? Come on, let's come over here. So I didn't set up in this area because it's got a lot of shade, but this would be a great place to set up because I'm currently set up right here. It's just kind of like the center portion of the campsite. But there's three areas where you could set up. You can set up where I'm at. You can set up just a little bit further past it over there. And then down here, this is actually a really nice site. So you could pull in right here. And like if you got a van and you got double doors that can open up this way, like this would be your view in the morning. You come out to this, walk down here, you got your little fire pit. Then you got Twilight Mountain right there. I mean, that's like the best. And over here, it's a little bit more protected from the wind. Up there, I'm a little bit exposed, you know, to the elements. But down here, it's nice. It's not like that. So this is where I actually filmed the interview for the Exploring Alternatives collaboration we're doing. I sat on that stump right there, that little rock, and filmed it with Twilight in the background, with Twilight Mountain there. It was a really nice day, and the lighting was super good and all that stuff. So I want to see if we could possibly, we may lose the connection, but I'd like to go out on this rock outcropping. When I first pulled up here, I thought that this area you couldn't pass over, but then I realized there's a workaround down there. The only thing is I think I might lose reception if I go over there, but it's a really great lookout point because you can look down into the river in a bunch of different areas. Hey, Sierra, let's go over here and try this. Come on. So let me look at the comments here. I'm not really paying attention to it, so sorry. Let's see. Awesome. Hello from Florida. What's up? What's up, Chris? That hiking guy. What's up from Oregon? Paul from Cal. I've been here for 7 days or 6 days. This will be my 7th tomorrow. Rode mountain bikes past Dennis Memorial Park in Ridgeville. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, nice, man. Try that mountain. Yeah, that's where I was just at. Sierra, come on down here, girl. All right, we're gonna try this. I don't know. It may cut out, so if it does, I'll come back to the live stream. But we're gonna try to walk over here and see if we can. Here, let me. Trying to do 2 things at once. I'm trying to carry the computer, carry the webcam, and then grab the router right here so we can walk over there and hopefully our connection stays, because I want to show you guys what this is like over here. It's really, really killer. So, but I hope everybody's having a good week. It's been good here. Just other than the wind. I mean, the wind's been gnarly, but other than that, it's been pretty nice. I haven't really had anybody come around for Memorial Day. I thought for sure I'd see somebody, and no one came around. Like, there was no one around here. So still pretty chill. We're starting to get a lot of Texas people showing up. I noticed a lot of those license plates. Come on, Sierra, let's go over here. Yeah, so let's go down here. See, we still connected? All right, I think we are. Let's go this way. I tell you what, it's been crazy with the river sounds. The river running through this canyon here, it's pretty loud, and it's to the point to where, like in the morning and stuff, you know, I'll hear the bird songs out here and the birds singing, but it's definitely drowned out with just that white noise. But I still haven't been able to sleep very well. I think it's because I haven't been able to get my allergy medication on point. And let me show you where we're hiking into here. So we're coming down into this little ravine. Do I still have reception? Yep, we still got reception, so we're going to keep going. And if we go over here and get past this, then we'll be set. All right, cool. The connection held. All right, so this area over here, let me show you. This is kind of the lookout point from this little rock outcropping. You can see down over into the river corridor over here. Sierra girl, come here. So I took the drone up and got a ton of great footage from around here. So I'll have to put that in the next video. It's really good. But there's a waterfall that's back up over in that section, back up over there, which you can't see from here because it's protected from the trees. But I got some really good video of that as well. And just this area itself, like, this is the San Juan mountain range, and it was all created by volcanic activity. So it's just super rugged. Like, all the features around here, it's amazing. And I love camping here, but you know, with it being so exposed like this, it's just kind of hard to do stuff during the day. I mean, like, the wind sometimes up to like 20 miles an hour, and when you're exposed on a little ridge like this, it can be kind of annoying. So let's walk over here. I want to show you all this section, see if we can possibly stick the selfie stick over and you guys can see the river over here. I wonder what this is. I don't know if this was like a mine shaft or what, but I noticed this was over here the other day when I was walking around, and I thought, that doesn't look natural. Okay, I'm thinking that we might be able to see. Sarah, stay back here, girl. Nah, dang it. Can't see the river from over there. Let's go over this way. Sarah, come here, girl. Stay close, sweetie. Up here. But I'm thinking after this, I'll probably go to Ridgeway. Sarah, up here. Over here, this way. Probably go to Ridgeway for, I don't know, a week or so, because that's where Nomadic is going to be sending me the new fridge. And then I've got a new battery coming too from Maxoak, so I'm excited to do a review on that. It's called the AC200, so it's going to be about twice the size of my current lithium ion. So let's come down here. Come on. Over this way. Down here. All right. So there is a little trail over here, which I wanted to show you, but we're not going to go on it because it's super steep. But it does kind of go into the river corridor over here. So let me show you. Dang, I can't get close enough to the edge, but I don't want to go over there because it's too steep. So anyway, there's a little trail that goes right here. I don't know if you can see it. You can barely see a ridge there. It goes down over to this really great lookout point, but I don't want to go over there because Sierra will follow me. And up here, babe. So we're gonna go back to the camp area though. Come on, Sierra, let's go this way. Good girl. Noticed out here that more people are getting out and about. As far as like, I ran into town the other day, and I did see a lot of out-of-state tags. So I think that people are starting to get out and not be staying at home. You know, I think some of the states are opening up, which is great to see. I mean, it's actually been incredible out here to be a nomad during this time, because like there's just been no one around. And so the fact that, you know, you come to all these spots that are usually inundated with people in the summertime, and there's literally no one there. You know, there's no one around at all. So it's been really nice in that regard. But it's kind of spooky to be out here by yourself. I mean, to be 100% like no one around. I don't think we're gonna get any rain. Let's go over here. Oh man, my chair almost flipped over. Oh man, that's almost getting ready to go into the canyon. All right, we're gonna have to, we'll probably, let's see, just do that. All right, worst live stream camera job ever. Sorry about that. All right, let's go over here, sweetie. I think we're gonna go over to the truck here and kind of hang out and get inside, because this wind is really kicking up, and I think it's gonna start storming here. So let's do this. Man, I'm surprised that thing held the whole time as far as the internet signal, because over there I didn't think it was going to hold when we were in that spot, but it did. So that's like the area where I've been launching the drone from, so you can get up and get high and then go into all these different areas. Because if like the picture that I have that shows the top down view that I put up for this live stream is like the thumbnail photo, it shows all the different streams that are coming in here. And so I've been flying the drone up like in those sections, and you know, kind of seeing that stuff. But let me check the comments. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Let's see. Oh, my chair is good. I put my water bottle on it, so it's not going to blow away. Let's see. Are you in the military? No. Hey Brian, how's the beer? Fun's holding up. It's going good. I switched over to like a beer that didn't have any gluten in it, so it's a gluten-free beer. It's from, I think it's called Holiday Brewery, and it's pretty good. It's just that's working better for my stomach. I don't know if I'm like celiac or whatever that's called, where you're, you know, lactose or gluten intolerant, but that's what I've been doing. The only thing that sucks is it's $4 a beer from the liquor store. So you get a 4-pack, and with tax, it's $18. So it's kind of expensive. Yeah, Kevin, I'm using the Mavic Mini, and it's working really well. That thing, I'm impressed. I mean, the only thing is with it being as small as it is, when it's really high wind, the battery, you know, because it's trying to stabilize itself, the battery can kind of wear down a little bit fast. But other than that, you know, it performs really well. It doesn't have the follow feature. That's the only thing about it that I wish it did have. But I guess like the technology and the hardware that's required for that would make it go above that 250 gram limit, to where you would need a license for it. But you don't need a license for the Mavic Mini, because it's 249 grams, so it's 1 gram underneath the requirement for a FAA license, which is real nice. So yeah, I'm not gonna spill that beer. That beer is expensive. I don't want to spill that. So how was the FAA test part? Oh, I haven't done the FAA tests, so I just got it and just started flying. So I don't know. Hopefully that'll work out. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, but I didn't, and it seems to be working okay. Let's see here. How do you have such great internet? So I use a booster, and then I've got an LTE router. So this works off the AT&T network, and it's just data only. But it's from a company called NetBuddy. So it's netbuddy.co. And if you go there and check it out, I think they're sold out right now, but they have bandwidth that opens up every once in a while. And so you can get that, and you buy a SIM card here in the States, and then they remote activate it because it's a company based out of Colombia and Central and South America. And so, but they remote activate it, and then you've got unlimited data. You're capped at 800 gigs a month, which is, I mean, a ton. I'll never use that much. So I use this for, doing all of my live streaming, obviously, all of my content creation from camp, uploading videos, doing all those things, and it works really well. And then if you couple it with a booster, I use WeBoost, Wilson Electronics. They've got a really good booster. I use the Drive Connect or I think it's the Boost Connect. It's a really good one. It's got 60% more power than the previous one, so I can get out further. And if you notice when you're camping, like people are always camped right at the edge of cell phone range, but I can jam past that a couple miles and then turn on my booster and get cell service out here, and it works well. And actually, down where I drove down like 2 miles, this trail is really rugged, but which is great because that means there's no one out here. But I drove down like 2 miles the other day, and I was able to get on the water. There's a site down there where I don't have reception if I don't have the booster on, but then I turn the booster on and I've got 3 bars of LTE, which is great. So I may roll down there and go fishing because I can't access the river from over here. It's too hard to get to. I'm up too high, and it looks like this storm. I don't know if this is going to hit or if it's just a windstorm that's blowing past. I'll show y'all what it's looking like up there. So this is what we've got threatening the area. And I had snow here the other morning. Like 2 mornings ago, I was making breakfast and I was inside the topper because it was real windy, and it was like 30 degrees and pretty windy. And then all of a sudden it started snowing. I thought, man, of course, I put away the big tent and then put away the awning room with the wood stove, and it snows again. So, but I want to show you all this canyon again. I just think this is so cool. I was able to get the drone down here the other night pretty close to the water and fly it real slow above the river itself. I just think that's so cool. And this is Lime Creek, so it's apparently good brook trout fishing, and also rainbows are supposed to be in here. What's up, girl? So I'm going to try to get into those. And then there's a lake around the corner called Potato Lake, and it's supposed to have really good fishing as well. So even though I'm going to leave, this immediate area, I'll be in the general area for the next, 2 or 3 weeks, because I've got that bumper coming, the rear bumper, and that's going to be great on the back here. For those that don't know, the bumper that's coming, it's a high clearance bumper. So it starts here, and then I'm going to cut off this part of my truck and also the fender flare there, and the bumper wraps around this way, so it's high clearance. And what that does, that gives me a better trajectory angle or departure angle when I'm leaving. If I'm four-wheeling out of a place and I got to go up a real steep climb, then I can go up like that. But I also have a bar that comes up here which will protect this area, because I'm constantly clipping trees in the back here, and that's why this is always wavy looking. I've got it on both sides looking like that, but it'll be a nice bumper. And then with the swing arm that comes out, so the swing arm will come out like this, and then what will drop down from here, so you have the swing arm essentially out this way right here, perpendicular to the truck bed here and to the tailgate. But then what's nice is with the drop down table, it just comes down like this, and it'll make like an L with this here. So depending on what I do with the topper, I mean, I'm not going with the AT Habitat or the what was that other company, the Vagabond Outdoors. I'm not going with those toppers. I think I'm just gonna build my own. I like what I have here, but I want to have something where I can stand up in here. And so I've been watching Timmy from Full Alaska Send. I don't know if you guys watch that channel, but it's awesome. And he's got a killer truck camper that he built. He built just basically like a cabin on the back of his truck, and lives in it in the wintertime and everything, full on in Alaska. and it just inspired me. I was like, man, I just got to build my own. And I think what I'll do is I'll build it to where it's kind of, I don't know if you've seen those Alaskan campers to where where like it'll be resting on and then it pops up like this, but it's hard sided. Because it'd be easy to do. You just basically put a box on top of a box and make it pop up. And so thinking about doing that. I just don't know when I would do it because I want to spend the rest of the summer going up to like Idaho and Oregon and Washington and those areas. I don't think the volunteer opportunity at the off grid ranch is going to work out this summer just because everything around here in Colorado is still closed. And that ranch, it's a land trust, and they have a bunch of volunteers that go out there, but they're closed. I mean, just indefinitely. So I don't know if that's going to come about. So to Ray, the picture on my hat, this is the wave out in Utah. This is a lady by the name of Catherine Holmes, Homes. Catherine, just spelled with a K. If you look up catherineholmes.com, she's got a ton of different awesome hats that she has. I think she's got like 40 different kinds, and they're all just like really great designs. And I think they're like $30. I know REI just started carrying her stuff, so at least they have in Colorado. Let's see. So what's for supper? Hey, what's up, Vaughn? I think what I'm gonna do, I've got some smoked ham and some stuff to make a salad, and then I've got Sierra's over there eating a massive stick, and then I've got like some apples and some yogurt, stuff like that. So probably something kind of light. Nothing too heavy before dinner. I did rent the documentary Panama Papers, so I'm going to watch that tonight. So, it's a good time to watch stuff about conspiracy theories. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. So, let's see here. Whoa, I'd be scared. Oh yeah, Vivian, it's a pretty steep drop over there. When I first got here, man, I was worried about Sierra, but it's worked out okay over here. She hasn't gone over the edge, which is great. I haven't either. Let's see what else. Oh wow, you guys are in the 90s. Yeah, I've seen those 270 awnings. The only thing about them is they, I like being able, if I pull up in a tight spot, to still be able to deploy it. If you have that 270, you got to have more room around you. And then also too, a lot of those bat wings that I've seen, they don't have stake offs to the ground. It just seems dangerous, or it just seems kind of dicey to have that out in high winds. So let's see. What are you doing for heat inside your topper? Oh, for Ray. Well, for now, it's fine. I mean, it doesn't get cold enough to where it's too chilly in there. I've got a couple blankets in here, so if you look inside, you'll see over here, got a blanket. Actually, there's two. There's one underneath it, and then one over there as well. And with that, and then with Sierra sleeping next to me, I'm plenty warm. Typically, if it gets down to about 20 at night, that's when I start to use some sort of like electric blanket or something like that in there. So let's see, what else have we got? Yeah, to Walter, I don't want to pull a trailer. That's the only thing is, like, I mean, I'd love to have the comfort of having a big trailer and a camper, but with the areas that I go, there'd be no way to get a trailer back in here. I mean, I could barely get my truck down to this spot because it was so tight getting in here, and I scraped up the sides a little bit with some of the trees. So I just think like I know that I compromise comfort for the convenience of me being able to go wherever I want, but that's just kind of what I've decided that I want to do, because I want to be able to access these places that no one else can really get to, or very few people can get to, and that way I typically have them to myself. So, but one day I'll probably get a huge trailer. So we'll see. Let's see here. You were trying to escape. Let's see, Vicky. How many hours a day? Oh, I mean, I wouldn't even call this work. I just have fun doing this. I was telling some friends earlier today, we were talking about, making content and things like that. And I would say, like, I'll work one day, shoot, make a video, take off a couple days, and then, repeat that. So the cycle is like 1 day on, 2 days off. And but I like doing it. I was in marketing before this. When I was in the corporate world, I have a degree in international business with a minor in marketing and a minor in Spanish. And so, like, I like trying to like create fun stuff and see if people will be interested in it. So when I do the videos, it's kind of more of like, I look at it like a hobby, because I enjoy telling the story of being out here, and I hope other people like tuning into it. So I don't really look at it as work. Now, if I have to do something for another company though, and it's not for my channel, then I always look at it as work. So Let's see, Caleb. Let me go. Let me go grab the beer real quick. I'm gonna put this down, and I'll be right back. I'll grab the beer and let you know what type of gluten-free beer it is. It's from Holiday Brewery, I think. Yeah, it's called Holiday Brewing Company out of Golden, and this is Fat Randy's IPA. It's a gluten-free beer, and it's really good. I mean, it tastes spot on. It tastes like a really good craft beer. And I can't remember what the guy was explaining to me about how they brew that and how it doesn't have gluten in it or any wheat or anything like that. And I like it. The only thing is that, like I said, they're $4 per can from the liquor store, and so with tax, it's like $18 for a 4 pack. So you don't want to be going through those too fast. Let's see, Germany. Let's see the fire ban out here. I don't know. I'm thinking it'll probably be all summer. I would think because with the coronavirus and with a lot of the federal workers getting furloughed, the Forest Service just doesn't have the staff to just open everything back up. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. So, I mean, it's fine not having a fire out here. I tend to in the evening time I kind of just hang out with Sierra and we'll chill and watch a movie or just kind of relax. But it would be nice to have a fire. Now that the evenings are getting a little bit nicer, but we'll just have to see and wait and see if that opens up again. Yeah, Kevin, the burrito porn. I've totally changed the way I've been eating, man. So it's in the morning time. I've been doing those vegetable burrito or vegetable omelets, and so those are going pretty good. But I'm definitely missing the bacon and everything. I think by next time I get into but by next winter when I get back into the tent, it's gonna be on. I'll just eat bacon for like 20 days straight and gain about 20 pounds. So let's see. To Static King on no, that they don't ever become ordinary. I sit here like I was sitting here today and I was just like standing here, just like looking around. I'm like, man, this place is incredible. And I'm coming up like in July 5th will be my 5th year anniversary of when I hit the road. And so, after 5 years of doing this, I still get blown away. There's like areas that I'll go to, and I mean, I don't mind admitting this, but there's areas I'll go to and it's so beautiful I'll cry. I'm like, these places exist and I can go there. Like it's just amazing. So I feel real thankful, and I'm getting to know more areas throughout the American Southwest of where to go. So I like the fact that now that I've been on the road for so long, it's like I've found these hidden gems in all these different portions of the country, and it's nice to be able to roll around and go to those different spots. So, that'd be cool, Ray, to do that with my logo on it. Um, cool. Thanks, Lady Disaster. I appreciate that. Let's see. Um, yeah, for Devon, I'm excited to check that out. I'm looking forward to seeing what that movie's all about. I've heard just bits and pieces about what the Panama Papers are about, but I don't know the full story. So it's an hour and 40 minutes long, and apparently it's got really good reviews. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's see. My favorite state so far. God, it's tough because there's so many states that have incredible terrain. I'm gonna break it down like this. I'm gonna tell you a couple of different ones. So for high altitude terrain, Colorado, hands down, best 4x4 trails of all the states because of all the mining history. The mining history is what all these 4x4 trails are. I mean, they're old mining roads. So I would say high altitude camping, Colorado, hands down. Rim camping, as far as like ledge camping, Arizona, hands down. For Native American ruins and hot springs, New Mexico. As far as the most diverse terrain in any state, Utah. Some of the most unique terrain I've ever seen, California. So it's hard to pin it down on just one. But I like to spend the majority of my time though in cooler climates, and so that's why I'm in Colorado a lot because of the elevation. Like right now, this camp is at 9,800 feet, and so it's nice and cool up here. If I go into town, if I go into Durango or any of the other towns nearby, I mean, you're looking at temps in 85, 87. But up here, it's like topping out like 65 during the day, and then at night it's about 30. So it's pretty good. I like it out here. Yeah, I've gotten lost before. I've gotten lost out hiking, And luckily, I've got a good sense of direction because I kind of knew where I was, and I was able to find my way back. As far as on 4x4 trails, I've always got my GPS with me, so I use the Garmin InReach, and I've got all the trail maps downloaded, so I don't get lost with that. Let's see what else. Cool. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that, man. To Walter, I've not been to Alaska yet. I'd like to go. I'd love to go, actually. I've got some friends that live up there and in Wasilla, and they've invited me up. So it's just hard because, like, I make plans every year, and it's like there's so much to see in the American West. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I feel like I just scratched the surface. And so, it's one of those things to where if there's so much good stuff here, it's hard to break away and take a long road trip up there. But I do want to go up there and check it out because I've just heard the terrain's incredible, and like the fish are just gargantuan, which would be great. So, Caleb, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's see, what else have we got? Yeah, I do like getting lost because that is when I find good stuff. And a lot of people ask me, I've gotten this question a lot on the channel lately. A lot of people ask, like, how do you find these spots? And the main thing I do is I just start driving 4x4 trails. Like, I'll get on, trail maps, and I'll look and I'll say, okay, this trail looks like it goes pretty far deep in the forest. I'll bet there are spurs that go off that go to cool campsites. And so I'll go in and to an area, and I'll spend days driving trails throughout an entire area. We're getting a little bit of rain on this here, and looking for campsites. So that's what I do. Let's see what else is catching this. Oh, hey, what's up, Holly? Allergies are pretty tough. I'm pretty hay fevery. I've got like really bloodshot eyes, and I can't really breathe that well. I'm only getting about an hour or two of sleep a night, but hanging in there. So hopefully within 12 days I can go buy allergy medication again. So I'll be set. But just trying to like do like yoga breaths and stuff like that at night before I go to bed, just to kind of try to get all the nasal passages and the swelling down. But I'm pretty congested. I don't know if you guys can tell by listening to me. So to William, I was gonna fly fish today, but I ended up sticking around here. And then we're getting a little bit of rain. And then I do want to go fly fish the lake around the corner, and then also the stream down there. The problem is like with the streams, they're all blown out right now because of the spring melt off is happening. So there's too much water running through, and it's all murky and stuff like that. But I think within, I don't know, probably a couple of weeks, they'll calm down. The streams will be good to go. The high altitude lakes, the ones above 10,000 feet, are starting to probably melt off now, but they won't be accessible from the 4x4 trails or hiking trails till probably, I'd say, maybe the second week of June. That's usually my rule of thumb. I usually start going out like June 10th and checking trails and seeing what I can access. So let's see. Once COVID calms down, yeah, I'd love to come up to explore Canada. I've got some friends that are up there in British Columbia, and they've always just been like, dude, come up whenever. So that'd be great to go up there. Hey, Rebel Visions, what's up? Let's see, what part of Tennessee have you visited? Well, my brother lives in Franklin, and so he moved out there. Let's see, let me plug this in real quick. Hang on, my computer. I didn't realize I didn't charge my computer until like an hour before, and it was almost already dead. All right, so, sorry about that. I had to plug in the computer. So anyway, I've been to Tennessee, been over to Gatlinburg, Murfreesboro, all over Nashville. What's that? Is it Knoxville? Yeah, Knoxville, where the college is. Went over there and saw a game. And I love Tennessee. The history down there was amazing. And I love Civil War era history. And where my brother lives really close to downtown Franklin. And the Mellow Mushroom down there, that pizza place, that was where I think it was the Confederate Army set up their makeshift hospital, and there's still bloodstains on the floor. You can see it in the wood floor, which is amazing. I've heard that place is pretty haunted too. I know I've not been to Maine. Yeah, it's Salvador. Yeah, we used to go to Baja, Mexico a bunch when I lived in California. We'd go down and surf the Baja coast. We go to like Las Gaviotas and Rosarito and Ensenadas and all those different places and surf all the different breaks. So I love Mexico. And when I was in college, we used to go down there a bunch too. Go down to like the central part of Mexico and hang out. So I love Central America, and Mexico's awesome. Let's see. Hi from Nashville. Oh, what's up, Kool-Aid? My brother's down there. I was actually talking to him today. For those who don't know, my my brother. Well, I guess I can't really say he signed a non-compete because his clients are such big time. But he makes custom barns and builds custom homes for like the really elite crowd in Nashville, down in the Franklin area. So the stories that he has are pretty amazing. So it's a LAY. You bought the oh nice. So you bought the Blue Eddy and the Renogy. I think you'll like that. That's worked out well for me. And now that I have the second panel too, because I've got the foldable panel and then the one on top with the 200 watts coming in, with the sun during the day, I can get that battery up from like 0 to almost 100% in one full day of charging. With solar. So I'm pleased with it. It works out well. I like the tower feature of it too, the way that battery is designed. So hopefully it works out well for you as well. Yeah, David, or Vaughn, that's what I've heard that with Maine, the fishing's amazing. Like the brook trout up there are just gargantuan. I'd love to go up there and check it out. And then just to the terrain up there, I think it would just be crazy to see. Um, so let's see what else. So let's see. So my plans for this summer. I mean, everything's kind of in flux right now, just with the coronavirus and everything. But my plans for this summer, I mean, I'm planning to stick around here for like another couple, 3 or 4 weeks, just to get like the bumper installed, and get my new battery, and also get the stuff from Nomadic and start working with them on things. And then after that, I think that I was going to go to California to get the bumper installed, but with how things are still shut down out there, I think what I'm going to do is roll up to Idaho and Wyoming, go see some friends there, and then go over into Oregon and Washington, and make my way back down to California in the fall. Maybe spend the winter surfing Baja, Mexico, or something like that. And I don't know though, man. I have so much fun in that tent in the wintertime. I'll probably do that again, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I've heard the black flies in Maine are crazy, Kevin. So yeah, I'll definitely want to watch out for that. And luckily up here with the wind, with the way it's been, like the one thing about high wind at camp is you never have any bugs. So that's one positive about being out here when the weather is kind of gnarly. And it's been windy now. I mean, literally, it's been windy for like 2 months straight. It's just been driving me nuts. So I'm hoping that it chills out soon. So Satan's Seed by Bob Mitchum. Talked about it through. Okay, yeah, I'll check that out. I'm looking for some new books. I started reading, so I'm just finished up 1491 by Charles Mann, and then I've got, let's see, what's the new one? The Heart of Everything That Is. That's the story of Red Cloud, and then I've got the story of Sam Houston and the Alamo Avengers, about what happened after the Alamo in Texas. So those are the books that I'm doing right now, but I definitely want to get a new one there. Do like canoeing? I've not really done much canoeing. I've just done a little bit to fly fish, but that's about it. So I'd like to do canoe trips. It'd be fun to do like a pack trip and canoe from one spot to the next and camp on islands and stuff like that. That'd be really incredible to check out. So, all right, let's go. Let's do one more tour of camp, and then we're gonna have to log off here because I have a call to make at 6:30. But I'm gonna try to get over here and see if I can get you all looking down into, yeah, let's go over here. Well, no, that's not going to work. I got to bring the router with me. No, well, I won't do it. I can't make up my mind. I'm so tired these days. So I'm going to go ahead and log off, though, because I got to get some dinner going before this call, and the call's in 20 minutes. So, but anyway, I just want to say thanks everybody for tuning in, and thanks for tuning into the channel. Things are going really good with the content creation, and I'll be sure to share that link from Exploring Alternatives when they get that new video of me posted up to their channel. I'm really excited about that. So, but I'll probably post up another video tomorrow on the channel, so be sure to tune in for that. And then, if there's ever anything that you want me to address during these live streams, you can always just hit me up. If you go to my website, on my contact page, there's a form you can fill out that comes directly to my email. So feel free to email me anytime. If there's anything you want me to cover in videos, I'd be happy to do that. And we'll go from there. So anyway, all right. Thanks a lot. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you all have a good night. All right. Take care.